Hi everyone, and welcome to our next Teach It Right Tuesday update video. These are going to be the messages from the 15th of June, and we're very much looking forward to going through all the different key messages with you. Hope you're all well and you're having an opportunity to enjoy this glorious weather. And as I say, we're looking forward to going through this video with you. Let's make a start. So the first thing to talk to you about are our ISEB Common Pretest courses that are running at the moment. Nikki Gautam, our wonderful Teach It Right tutor, is holding those sessions on a Friday evening and a Saturday afternoon. There are still places available, and if you are still wanting to join, you can. And we are focusing on English and maths at the moment. Now, what we are very aware of is because it is an online adaptive test, then this course does run via Zoom, and it gives children really that familiarity with what that test will be like. There are a lot of senior schools that actually use this as part of their selection process. So if this is the course for you, then please do let us know. We can send out all the course materials and certainly get you either on the Friday or the Saturday session. Also mentioned on the slide there is that these tests are commissioned by GL Assessment. So if your child has had some familiarity already with GL, then it will certainly help as well. Okay, let's move on to the next little message that we need to get across. The 13th of June, of course, has passed, and that was the last date for the Slough Consortium registration. But just to make you aware, if you haven't done so already, that the Kendrick School admission test online platform closes on the 1st of July, and then the Reading Boys is the 30th of June, and then if you live out of authority you need to register for the Bucks secondary transfer test on the 24th of June. So we will continue just to bring these dates up each week just to make sure you don't miss out on registering your child for the 11+. Okay, moving on. Louise Swan started again her creative writing sessions on Sunday, and the focus was on lively letter writing, and it certainly was a lively session. The children were absolutely brilliant. They were actually writing letters, or one of the tasks was to write a letter to apply to be a junior astronaut, and I know Louise not only found the letters a bit comical but also incredibly well structured and written. So Louise is certainly excited to be getting back onto that writing train again. If you are interested in joining Louise on any of her sessions, the next one will be on super scary stories. So if you're not too scared, come along and join Louise for that session on a Sunday afternoon between 3 and 4 o'clock. The other thing just to mention about those masterclasses, they are different from any of the ones that we have held before. So come and join Louise on a Sunday afternoon for her next round of creative writing sessions. You can also come along and join Louise in her wonderful book club, and certainly a great session again on Sunday, looking predominantly at The Iron Man by Ted Hughes, a very famous book, and I know the children were absolutely gripped by the content, and for many of them actually wanting to go away, pick that book up and actually read it as their next book. So it was a great session, also children sharing snippets of their own favourite books, some of which actually Louise said she would go away and buy and read herself, that they were that interesting and that well read by the children. So again, on a Sunday afternoon between 2 and 2:45, you can join Louise for her book club. The other thing which we always encourage you to come along and join, if you are new to Teach It Right, one of the things that we set up, mainly because of the COVID pandemic, was actually an online homework support club. And this is something that we will be continuing on, certainly up until the end of term, but also into the new academic year as well. We have lots of children that come along to that. Some of them use it for a structured period of time just to complete their homework, but also to ask any questions. And certainly Tahira Arshad, one of our wonderful tutors, is there to support children with their tasks. Now, it is important that children do come along at the right times. So there's a Year 4 session and a Year 5 session, as you can see there on the screen. So do come and join our homework support club if you need any help with your homework. Next thing just to mention is Collins, which, as you probably know, do produce a lot of 11 plus materials, some of which we actually use within our lessons. Also have a wonderful website with a lot of very helpful information about the 11 plus, and there are quite a few blogs on this site, some of which actually we've written from Teachitright, and they can give you certainly informative information about different subject areas, but certainly very topical things within the 11 plus that are on those blogs. So we've just put that in as a reminder if you haven't ever been on there before, and the website is there at the top of the screen, and it may well be something that you want to go and have a look at. Summer is fast approaching, and as we've said in the main email this week, it is really important that you utilise that period of time well and you keep that continuity of practice. If you are interested in booking on any of our events in terms of revision camps or mock exams, they are booking up incredibly quickly. So do come and book onto those if you want to, onto our Teachitright website. We've certainly talked a little bit more in the email about ensuring that children are able to have a respite over the holidays, of course, but also that they can keep that preparation and practice going. Certainly September will come around fairly quickly now, and we want to ensure that children are as prepared as they can be, and also reducing down things like exam nerves, doing a mock exam, which can be the perfect way to put children in a similar environment to what it will be like in September. Discount codes are there, as you know, 10% off now for any of those events that you want to book. The next thing to mention to you is mainly really for our Year 4, our current Year 4 parents. We did a drop-in session before half term, and it was very well attended, and we thought we would do another one just to give parents an opportunity to ask any questions about our Teachitright course in September for Year 5. So on the 24th of June, we will be doing another event, which is really, as I say, a drop-in, come along, ask any questions, and we'll also give you as much information as we can about our courses in September. So that will be open between 9:30 and 12:30, and as I say, plenty of opportunity for you to come along and ask questions. Also for our Year 4 families, then as you know, we do have a study skills camp over the summer holidays between the 23rd and 25th of August, and we would love to have as many children from Year 4 joining us for that wonderful camp that will really just get them ready to come back in September, but also maybe to revise some of the key things that they've done in this academic year. There is a sizable discount on that course, £195 for the 3 days, and we'll cover a huge amount, a lot of games and activities linked to the 11 plus that I'm sure your child would really benefit from. If you are going to book that, it is just for students who are joining us in September again, and you must enter that discount code to receive the £100 saving. Okay, the next thing to mention, we've got a lot of events, as we know, going on at the moment, but one of the things that we have started up on a Wednesday is some new masterclasses around nonverbal reasoning. Susanna Cool, who's been a long-term tutor with Teachitright, is incredibly experienced and brilliant at getting across all those techniques and strategies for all those different non-verbal reasoning questions. We know for many students who are looking to do, for example, Reading Boys, which no longer has MVR, but are actually considering, for example, the Slough Consortium that will contain non-verbal reasoning, it is really important that children are confident in their abilities, but know all those strategies and techniques. So we'll be covering a variety of different question types, from things like odd one out, codes, fold and punch, and hidden shape. Lots of those question types that sometimes children do find more problematic, and it just is a case of practicing and rehearsing those key topics. If you are interested in joining Susanna on those classes, they are not fully booked yet. You can go onto our website and book on to any of those that you want to join. They're only £15 each, so they're well worth it, certainly coming along and joining in with some non-verbal reasoning. One of the things that we have been adding into our Teach It Right Tuesday update video is a resource feature. And the reason for doing this really was to explain some of the resources that are out there on the market that you may well want to consider purchasing for your child. And what we're going to look at this week is some flashcards. And there are so many flashcards out on the market, but one of the ones that we certainly do like a lot are the Collins flashcards. Now, the Collins flashcards are certainly very detailed. They have good definitions, very clear definitions, but very comprehensive in terms of the amount of words it covers for certainly synonyms and antonyms. And we know how prevalent those two question types can be in the 11 plus. On Amazon, it cost £11. And we certainly would recommend the Collins 11 Plus vocabulary flashcards as something maybe to purchase for your child, certainly over the summer months. 200 cards with lots and lots of words on there, so I think you're certainly never going to run out of words to learn. But what we do certainly like are those definitions. Putting that word into context, of course, is really important. So the resource feature for this week is Collins 11 Plus vocabulary flashcards. Next thing to mention to you is actually a Facebook group, which some of you may already be a member for. The 11 Plus IACB SATS GCSE and A-Level Resource Group, bit of a tongue twister I know, is a brilliant platform which has diverse range of supporting materials. Over 13,000 members on that group, and we certainly do a lot on there ourselves. As you can see, I've got a bit of a feature there as well recently that I've done, and it certainly can be a great place to go to feel more part of the sort of 11 plus community and find out more information. So if you are interested in joining that group, do. And as I say, you may well see lots of things that Teach It Right are doing on there as well. Talking about a lot of things going on, then these are the important dates for your diary. So Nonverbal Reasoning Masterclass is again tomorrow. And then, as always, Louise has got a busy Sunday ahead of her with her book club and her creative writing classes. On the 21st of June as well, obviously, our homework support club continues to run. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I know there was a lot to cover this week, but thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.